Thanksgiving traditions. I remember growing up as a kid, we would go as a family to our cousin's house in Bel Air, Maryland. And it's a really cool, we had a great big dining room table. And I was so blessed to have everybody at that table. And a couple traditions. So before, we would be preparing the food. And I remember my uncle would always have two turkeys. He would have the turkey prepared in the oven, and then he would go outside and have the turkey prepared on the grill. And I just remember them putting like paper bags around it and pouring beer all over it. Like he would try a different recipe every single year. That was pretty cool. And then after dinner, there was always two things we would do every single time. Number one is we'd all go out and play tag football. And it was funny because we had people from like 68 years old down to us being, 6, 7, 8 years old, all playing this football game. And I was pretty much a chunky kid and I couldn't run. But somehow we were able to get through that game and move into the next phase of the night, which was the Risk game. So we had specifically a couple uncles that were really into competitive board games. And this was probably my introduction to Risk. And if you know my story, Risk is how I got into real estate. I was eliminated at my house and saw the infomercial, and the rest is history. But that's how I got introduced to Risk, being around that table, hearing the adults all having their beverages and yelling at each other, making truces, making treaties, being angry at everybody. And I just thought that was all normal. So those are kind of three traditions that I remember going through in Thanksgiving.